What's up everybody? You're watching Vec. So this week we got a few pretty cool cars. We got a Mitsubishi Starion. My first car was a Mitsubishi, and I've loved Mitsubishi since. It wasn't an Evo, regretfully. I did always want to drive an Evo, just never had the chance. But this week we have the Starion, which we're gonna check out. I don't personally know too much about the Starion itself, but one thing that I do love about it, it's that it has pop-up up and down headlights. I mean, if you guys watch Donut as much as I do, that song plays almost immediately in my head every time I see pop-up up and down headlights. Just like, I want to have that as my ringtone, pop-up up and down headlights. So let's check out this car. Let's see if it's meant more for racing or for rally, or we could just do a few tunes and then see what it looks like. So I think for this one, I'm gonna drop in that 7.2 because just thinking about it, the Starion itself weighs not very much. The only thing I do know about the Starion was that a lot of them came with turbos. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drop in that turbo, and I'm gonna focus this car towards racing. So the drivetrain, I don't know if I want to go for all-wheel drive or keep it in rear-wheel drive. I think what I'm gonna do is keep it rear-wheel drive for this. We're gonna drop in that race suspension, get it nice and low. This thing looks, I mean, it kind of looks, it looks like a missile. Just like that grayness, the color. It's super low with that suspension, super sleek actually. Now that it's kind of lower, I kind of do like the wing. I would honestly go with something different. So we're looking at 1,356 horsepower with about 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, and we brought down the weight just a little bit. Can we bring it down even lower? All right, let's check out this car now. Okay, we're gonna definitely have to tune those gears. Actually, no, now that we got some grip, it's not bad. I like the engine sound. How does it sound in the cockpit? Oof. Okay, so let's see how this car is gonna perform. And honestly, it still reminds me of the twin turbo Subaru, just for that back end. And that first gear, I'm gonna have to tune that out. Oh, sorry, this thing does take off though. It's super light with so much horsepower, so of course it's gonna take off. Yeah, acceleration is super smooth. It almost makes it seem like I have a supercharger rather than a twin turbo on this thing. Handling is nice. I would expect this car to kick out a little bit more with it being a rear wheel. But with some nice, yeah, there it is. It wanted to kick out a little bit right there. But overall, I'm enjoying this car. I think I am going to keep it rear wheel and then just do some extra bit of tuning just to get the tuning just right and the handling just right. Like I myself, I do enjoy like these types of races, so I tune more towards handling rather than speed. I feel like, you know, if you can handle your car like perfectly or as well as you can, that will be just as good as having great speed. Of course, that only extends so far. Sometimes if you have a car like the NSX that's in front of me, you're not gonna catch up. You're just not gonna catch up. Okay, right there, the braking. I'm gonna have to tune the braking just a little bit. It didn't want to brake, but I think it's because we're like driving on the snow and I'm driving with sports wheels. Well, race wheels rather. And I think that's probably what's making most of the handling kind of go a little bit weird with this car. That's probably why it wants to kick out just a little bit. Like right there, it understeered. So unfortunately, with it being winter, I can't really get the most out of this car just yet. So I'm gonna do a follow-up video. Hey, come on, guy. So I'm gonna do a follow-up video see how this handles, like, I don't know, in the summer or in the spring. Because I think that's when we can get the most accurate representation as far as racing. So maybe a rally build might be pretty good for this car. I think that actually, yeah, all-wheel drive, light car, rally build might be pretty good with this car. Like, the acceleration already tells me it could be really good for rally. All right, so I'm gonna do one more race. I'm gonna swap to snow tires and all-wheel drive. I want to see how this car changes overall just by doing that little bit. Okay, so swapping it to all-wheel drive actually bumps up the performance rating by like almost to like its fullest. Like, I haven't done anything else. I don't think I missed any, like, dropping in anything. What about the twin turbos? Yeah, we're sitting at, for some reason it's telling me it's 976 when it's already 975 with this. So all-wheel drive really bumps this car up quite a bit. Okay, so we're at 961 with this car. What's the weight and everything at this point? So weight it actually weighs less. From what I remember, it was at 2800 on the weight. Now we dropped by like 50 more pounds. So this car might actually be way faster now. So let's hit another track. Yeah, yeah, look at that. Our weight actually went down by 130 pounds. That's crazy. So let's see how it performs in an S2. We might have to tune it down just to bring it back to an S1. But I want to see how this car, like, how it handles, how it takes off and everything, because that's insane to me. Just swapping the drivetrain changes it by that much. Oh my god, this thing is a missile. Jesus. Okay, so look at this. We are flying. It's so light with the all-wheel drive. This thing is insane. It takes a while to brake, so I think we need better brakes. We do have the race brakes, but, like, man, maybe just tuning the brakes a little bit more. This thing just takes off. This is insane. Yo, I think this is, like, no joke. This is what I imagine a sleeper being, like, looking. Like, this is what I imagine a sleeper being and looking. Because if you see this on the street, you're gonna think, like, what is this? Like, what junkyard did you dig this thing out of? Like, cool, you got up and down headlights. That's cool. The grill is, like, that does not scream like luxury or anything. This screams like $16,000 like brand new sports car. But once you just, like, you get in the driver's seat of this thing and it just takes off like it just did. Like, okay, from right here, let's see how fast it'll get once we hit the speed checkpoint. What? Like, we almost hit the cap. This thing is so fast. Jesus, I think this is actually one of the most, like, not the fastest, but acceleration wise, this thing just takes off. It feels like it has rockets at the back. Look at this thing. Like, it's not slowing down. It does not slow down until it hits the cap. Can we squeeze out just a little bit more? Let me check out what the gearing was, because I did not change the gearing just yet. Okay, so like I thought, wow, top speed is actually 210, and our gearing is set up for mostly for speed, but we have such crazy acceleration. Let's bring it down just a little bit. How about, like, I still have to tune these gears, but I think that how fast can we get? 242? Jesus. Okay, let's make it as wide as we can, just for the giggles. How about like that? How much more speed can we get? 264. Jesus, can we actually hit that? Okay, we're actually gonna hit a we're gonna go for a drag strip and see just how fast we can get with this car. All right, we're being put up against other supercars. Is there something about the Starion that I just don't know? What am I missing? Let me know. And this thing is just... Jesus, it's taking off. Oh, don't hit the fence. And I don't see any more cars behind me. Like, look at the map. They're gone. I'm wondering if it can actually hit 260. I don't want to go too fast because there's like a pretty hefty turn coming up, especially for like a drag race. All right, turn a little bit. Nice, nice. And I'm gone. I am gone. No joke. This is the most like balanced car, like good for anything car that I have used. Like, this thing's so fast. This thing is so fast. This is what I would see as a definition of a sleeper car. It looks old. It looks just like a factory, like a low budget sports car that you could just kind of drive on the weekend and feel good about yourself. This thing looks like it'll break down at every turn, but this is literally what to me is a sleeper, and it's just so fast. So with that being said, I'm gonna call it there because I could turn this video like into an hours long video just doing race after race, because dropping in that all-wheel drive somehow made it lighter than just doing that minimal tuning. Like, I'm gonna have to spend quite a bit to actually really tune this car. It's so fast, and acceleration does not stop. It just keeps on going. Like most cars, once you hit 200 or so, it starts to slow down quite a bit. Like, I'm just taking off right there. It just flew. But once you hit around 200, it starts really slowing down, and this car is just like, nope, we're still going. We're still going. I have a NOS tank under the seat, under every seat, and I'm just gonna keep on going. And I think, honestly, this is gonna go into one of my like daily drivers. No joke, this is gonna be one of my daily drivers. I already love Mitsubishi, just growing up and like driving this thing in game. I'm wondering if I can find myself a Starion in real life, just check one out in real life, because this thing is great. Like, yeah, like usually when you think Mitsubishi, you think the old Rally Galant, you think the GSRs, the Evo GSRs, you think one, like some of the best rally cars around, and this thing could be like everything. This could be a like an awesome sports car, an awesome circuit car. This could be an awesome drag car and an awesome rally car. So honestly, if you haven't gotten this already, the event's not over. You get it right now. This is one of the best cars, hands down, that I've driven in Forza. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more Starion, because I am going to be breaking down some more builds of this. I am going to do a drag build. Right now I have a race build going on with this. I think with a proper drag build, this thing could just missile its way through everything. I know I'm saying missile quite a bit, but that's what it is. This thing is a missile. I'm also going to do a rally build later on, because I'm wondering how good this car is going to be for rally. With that being said, thank you again so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed what you saw. Take care of yourself and of each other, and as always, you have a good one.